Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the GRE. We have been solving GRE math problems out of this book here, Official Guide to the Revised GRE, the second edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problems that we are about to deal with are the ones that you will find on page number 237 through 239. All of these problems that are listed on the blackboard here, 2.8.3, 2.8.4, 2.8.5 and 2.8.6. All of these problems that you see there, all of these examples that you see there are the exact examples that appeared on the same exact page numbers in the first edition of the revised GRE, which came out last summer of 2011. I have already solved all the problems in this book. So I'm simply going to give you the day number that you can go to watch the solution to a particular problem. For example, 2.8.3, example number 2.8.3, the solution to that problem you will find it on day number 121. 2.8.4 on page number 238, you will find it in day number 122. On the top of page 239, 2.8.5, they introduced the concept of parabola. There are lots of things in the new GRE, the revised GRE, that did not exist in the old GRE. The statistic part, what they call data interpretation part, is has much more importance now. It carries more weight than it did in the previous, in the older version of the GRE. And in the geometry, they have introduced many more concepts that simply weren't covered in the old GRE. Parabola is one of them. Make sure you master the concept, make sure you understand what the equation of parabola looks like, and when the equation of parabola is given in a certain form, you should be able to tell just by visual inspection like that how it has been shifted. Has been shifted up, has been shifted left or right, what is the vertex of it, what is this axis of symmetry, line of symmetry, that is. All of these things you should know by, like that. And that's what we're going to cover. We're going to spend a great deal of time dealing with concept of parabola and circles. To start out with, I spent 2 days. On day 123 and 124, I spent doing the example that you see on page 2.8.5. The parabola that they give you there is not the standard parabola. Standard parabola is something that sits. The standard parabola is a civilized parabola. He behaves nicely. He sits right at the origin. And we wanted to first understand what the equation of this guy looks like before we worry about something as nasty as that. Which is why I spent 2 days. First we covered the basic parabola, the parabola in the standard form, and then on the next day we covered the parabola that they're giving us, day 123 and 124. And then at the bottom of the page, they introduce the equation of circle, which also is something that did not exist in the old GRE. The geometry is more brutal in the revised GRE, and so is the statistics, as I told you. 2.8.6, example 2.8.6, again, they give you two circles, the small one and a large one, and they just throw the equation at you as if you know where the equation came from. You have to understand where that equation, especially the equation of the small circle, you have to understand where that equation is coming from. You have to understand what the equation of the circle looks like. You have to understand where the equation of the circle comes from. All of those concepts from the very beginning. From the very beginning I covered it. I took 3 days. It took me 3 days, day 125, 126 and 127. Make sure you watch all of these videos in their entirety if you want to understand the concept of the equation of circle. And that will take care of the example 2.8.6. Alright? I will see you tomorrow, where we'll talk about a few more problems. We'll do, as I said in the beginning, we'll do a few at a time, and we'll get there where we want to go. Make sure as you're typing the tag for any particular video, make sure you put in the word revised. Without this word revised, if you were to just type in GRE math day 121, you'll end up with my very old videos that I made 3 years ago on the quantitative comparison question, 210 quantitative comparison question that appeared in the 7 exams in this book, the old GRE, the 10th edition. The quantitative comparison questions have not gone away; they still exist. But that's what you will end up with if you're looking for the problems in the revised GRE book. Then obviously you need the proper tag. Put in revised GRE math, day 125 or 126, whichever day you're looking for. Alright? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.